So after hearing this last night,
That you did. His bitch daughter, or his whore daughter, or something.
I decided there couldn't be anything crazier. I mean, we're talking about a 6-year-old here. How can you get any crazier than that? Well, here's your answer. And it was spread by multiple people intent on destroying my professional reputation because, hey, I make comic books and I have a voice and they can't stand that. Quote, the easily searchable arrest warrants for that umbrella guy and his wife that confirmed that they did terrible things to a 1-year-old. My God, can you imagine going out and saying this about someone in, say, the mainstream or a voice actor and not having blowback and not having people shut this down and immediately? Now, granted, that wasn't the only attempt at stuff. Here you see another attempt where somebody also tries to tie in my professional reputation by saying, oh, you had a 2017 conviction for possession of methamphetamine. Only problem there is, I launched a comic book on my birthday, May the 15th, and well, this isn't me. But yeah, this kind of stuff here, that sets my teeth on edge. So what we're going to do today is simple. We're going to talk about this person, the claims that they threw out there, and how they tied this to their actual name. Then we're going to lay down an ultimatum. We're going to say in 24 hours they should issue a sincere apology, withdraw all of these claims, or else. What is the or else? Well, let's wait and see. So hey there. Now today, before we begin, one of the things that these people have been trying to damage, and quite a bit, is our brand new comic book. Another case for the littlest umbrella. This is our second try. It's doing quite well, and we could use your help in this. See, this is how we stay away from sponsors, we challenge the mainstream, and we go out and we put together a new property. And these people, they can't succeed. I'm going to show you that in just a second. So they go absolutely crazy. So yeah, help us succeed. There will be a link in the description of the video. Now, over the last year, I have seen crazy people escalate, going from doxing to making statements like this. Oh, sweetie, we've already seen Little Umbrella Girl's face. Yeah, in that comic, Little Umbrella Girl, that's my daughter's avatar. So they're talking about seeing a then 5-year-old's face. And you know what's going to make her cry is when mommy and daddy are finally smacked in the face with the consequences of their actions. But you keep doing you. Ashley, they were talking to a sock account out there because everybody online is somehow tied to me. Now, these weirdos, they've escalated to mailing things online, to going out and making out-and-out threats, to actually contacting police departments and saying, hey, there are people missing on family property belonging to that umbrella guy. We're adding to reports. That's right, adding to them because apparently one came here in real life to make a report as well. And they brag about this stuff openly. Now, I realize, too, there are plenty of people out there that say, man, the police, they must care about this. No, they don't. They don't care about the escalation. They don't care that people mailed things. They don't care that people brought up, associated with a 5-year-old, words like SWAT, murder, and R to the A to the P to the E. They don't care. This also is not part of the comic book. And that's why, despite these crazy people doing background checks, that's what these blurry boxes are, background checks, finding that there's no criminal record, they feel confident and emboldened to the point that they can say, ooh, there are easily searchable arrest records for my wife and myself that confirm that they did terrible things to a 1-year-old. Imagine saying that too. And imagine having a bunch of crazy people pass that around, again, to try to damage you because you're successful at what you do out there. We'll look at this person too in just a second, but look at these statements here first. And remember, this is from the same group that were threatening to go out and to weaponize CPS, that are making claims to the police. Yeah, what a bunch of wonderful people, aren't they? So, speaking of which, this guy notes in something saying, first of all, that Ethan and Tug are criminals, talking about Ethan Van Sciver. Can you ask that umbrella guy how he gets to keep custody of his daughter after what he and Lola have done? What's going on with that? Now, this person tells them that he gets to keep his daughter because laughing at a cuck or some other fragile retard isn't against the law, no matter how much you people cry about it. But child molestation and aggravated assault against a minor, especially a literal infant, are, though. He's guilty of both. LOL. LOL too. Again, operating under your own name. Not a smart thing to say that there. Where's the proof? Are you lying again? Now this person, they note that this is laughably easy info to find, and they're asked, where's the proof? You haven't done that. There are a lot of people in Tennessee and a lot of counties still don't have digital records. In Nashville, you're going to have to go and pay for the county clerk's office, pay for a copy, and this person's like, oh, I'm not going to pay $45 just to tell some dumb A on the internet that he's simping for a known P to the E to the D to the O. So, of course, these people have run background checks. They have no criminal record available with them. But hey, I'm not going to provide proof of the horrible things I'm saying. Speaking of which, you remember that wonderful person saying those lovely things about a 6-year-old? Yeah, they're sharing this stuff too, saying, by the way, if I'm such a liar, why doesn't that umbrella guy ever deny these claims? Maybe because when you go out and do this kind of stuff, you're the one that is supposed to provide proof. I'm not supposed to have to say anything at all. But yeah, I hope that rope feels good right around your neck about now. Now, for the longest time, I asked myself, what are these people's motives? And I think it's because abject failure, it leads to hostility. They need someone to blame, and they can't blame themselves. They can't motivate themselves to push forward. So they have to say, that person over there, that's my bad guy. I mean, you look at this here, for example. This is their Patreon. 0 patrons, $0 per month. And if you look at their Instagram on this stuff, they put together art. They're dropping it again and again, and nobody really cares. 1 like here, 3 likes there. They try to do this stuff professionally too. They've tied their name to it, and you know what? It hasn't gone anywhere. Now granted, not everyone that fails goes a route like this. Very few people do, but I would turn that on its heel and say anyone that has gone this route has failed, and they want to point the finger at other folks. Isn't it crazy too that these people, they get worse by the day? And folks like myself, we become so accustomed to this that we don't even flinch anymore. I mean, you hear mainstream professionals talking about harassment and abuse. Look at this. This is just another day in an extreme of other days that are extremes that compile and compile and compile. And where does it end? Who knows? I don't know, but hey, if you want to go out and you want to fight stupid like this, join us, because that's where I'm at. I enjoy it. I love pointing this stuff out because these people, they will never back a person like me down. Now, why have these people gotten so crazy lately? It's because we launched a comic book 9 days ago, and we have success, and they don't. I mean, it's simple as that. Now, our comic book, Another Case for the Littlest Umbrella, it's 40 pages of full color, all ages, Lovecraftian goodness, where that umbrella guy and little umbrella girl face off against an ancient threat in an all-new adventure. Now, little umbrella girl, that's the avatar for my daughter, but in this, you have a detective and his sidekick, basically looking into something dark and foreboding. So check out that thing, and that keeps us sponsor free. It allows us to challenge the mainstream, and these people, they'll never stop us one way or the other. They'll never stop us anyway. But yeah, check that out, and thank you for being here, listening to that. Give me your thoughts on these crazies too. I'm curious what you see in this. Thanks.